Okay. Need to make sure my mic works. But if you can hear me, welcome back. We are back on Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is a Pathfinder game, kind of like a sequel to Pathfinder Kingmaker, but it's not really a sequel. It's like its own. I have played Kingmaker. I'm like three-quarters of the way in, but I like just kind of stopped playing it. I got busy with other stuff, and I haven't really touched this my save game in like at least over a couple of years. So one day I'll go back. I might do it after we finish this game, because then I'll be a lot more knowledgeable about the game. I was just kind of doing like a random run, um, but I decided to do core difficulty on here because I kind of wanted a challenge. Um, I do still have to learn a lot about mechanics, but I feel like these last few episodes we've gone through, we have learned quite a lot. Hold on one moment. Okay, have to get my water. Let me also. Oh crap! What did I do with my glasses? Oh no! Oh no! What did I do with my glasses? Fuckerinos, dude. God damn it! I always put something down and I always lose it. Oh, come on! Where are they? I literally just had them like right here, bruh. Oh, I can't lose this. My tab that I keep forgetting to put in my car. Oh, I think I dropped them. Did I drop them? Yeah, I did drop them. There they are. Okay, sorry. So yeah, we got all the DLC for this too, so I will be trying to do all the DLC. Last night we got to a leveling point, so we will be taking our time to level. I'm not looking up any guides and stuff because I want to try to beat this game purely on my own knowledge. The only things that we look up are like mechanics that I don't understand, that maybe aren't explained well in the game, or like maybe if we encounter a bug or a glitch, um, or like maybe like because I want to try to do everything I can in the game, and maybe like look up things in case I accidentally like pass pass a point I wasn't supposed to or something. Um, okay, so right. Oh wait, I just realized. Oh no, did I not pick up all this stuff from? I think I didn't because I was supposed to die. That's right.
I will not falter.
Uh, let's reload here, and then maybe we can just get hit on purpose. Because I don't think she's supposed to die. I think she just like once she gets me to a certain health point, it just keeps going. So what I can do is I'll pick up everything. Yeah, and we're gonna be hella over encumbered, which is fine because we're not gonna really need to worry about our AC in this fight. We actually want to die as fast as possible. Yeah, that way when we get back to town, we can just sell a ton of stuff and get a bunch of money. Yeah. Okay. So that was the only thing I needed to pick up here. So now we can just keep going right here. Do the religion check here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna skip these. Skip. Pass. For you. What are you doing? Shut up, you filthy whore. Oh my god, I accidentally did the evil. I accidentally did the evil choice. Hold on, I kind of want to look at it and see what it does. Hearing the roar, stun and shoots your worried look.
Who's friend and who's foe. There she is. The demon! Go get her!
Failed a will check. Who does this dwarf think he is? How dare he give you orders? You will silence him for good. The rage bursts free. You want only one thing, to gouge out Stoughton's eyes, break open his ribcage, and rip out his heart. Jesus Christ. So what does that do? Does that give me, like, a rage or something? Oh, it is still me. I don't have anything on my action bar. Did I get anything, any abilities? Not really. I can't look at my buffs. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna load anyways. Just wanted to see what that did. Yeah, because we're going towards the angel mythic path because we're like the holiness of the holy. I've been wanting to play neutral, but I'm picking that first choice first. Once I get the power for whatever power it is that I'm supposed to get on the angelic mythic path, then I'll probably start either choosing like more neutral and evil stuff because I mainly just want to be neutral. I don't really care to be good constantly. As long as the choice gives us more experience and or content and or rewards, and I usually go towards that choice. Unless it's completely absolutely evil, like kill like our fucking wife or something. Okay, skip. Skip. You're right here, gotta slow down. Right here, you've gotta be good. Okay. Now we can skip. Skip. Don't listen. Okay. Alright, everyone just run in because you're all gonna die anyways. Yeah, everyone just mob. Go. Skip. You go in. Great. Perfect. That's all I needed. Okay, now we should get teleported back in town. Close that. We're gonna I think I said good here.
Iomedae is with us. Yes.
No, I think we did neutral, but it doesn't matter. I don't know. They're basically the same, I think. And then on here, should load me to that bed I was in. And then I should be able to go and start selling stuff because I'm in town now. This is where I saved last night. Okay, skip. We're gonna go through all of these. Yep. Post. Skip. Okay, this is where we saved. Damn, yeah, I cannot believe we've actually gotten this far in the game, dude. Like, we're getting a lot further than I thought I would. At one point, I was kind of afraid I might have to turn down the difficulty, but apparently we're doing it, so... Alright, here we go. Hey, wait, mind if I bend your ear about something? Oh yeah, and then we're getting a ton of quests from her. Anivia is outside your door, leaning casually against a shelf. So here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission, I get that. I'm sorry. And I know you'll get the job done here. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Everything seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? We'll read all of those logs in a minute. So the rift dam beetle left with its scythe? Yeah, well, it cut the city into two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there is a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to be sure, but if you got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once over. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You what? No, your task is far too important. You can't just hole up in here all cozy, like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them, but if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here. I thought she was gonna say legit get back here or something. Alright, cause if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile, got it? When do you think the demons will attack? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here, they could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they're lost the upper hand and that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know. After the attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you got any business that needs taking care of, you better do it soon. Thanks for the warning. Peace out. Later, watch yourself out there. Okay, how am I not over encumbered right now? Alright, no, I don't want to
Together we
level yet. I'm gonna
stand.
level when I get everybody back in my party. So I want to do it all at once. Hold on, where's my inventory? Yeah, I'm hella overloaded. Why am I
Might
walking
falter.
normally? Weird. Let's go loot everything, I guess. There's Camellia. Wait, she's still buffed. She's still got her giant form on. Holy fuck. That's funny. Camellia, unless she's supposed to be like giant on purpose. Camellia looks over pensively, toying with the snake-shaped boned amulet that dangled from her pale neck. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that she wants to say something, but the pause grows too long, and she slips back into cautious silence. Tell me about yourself. I do want to know about her. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? Camellia arches a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of this tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Where did you learn to wield a rapier like that? I had good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I am most diligent student. Camellia licks her parched lips. Your amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? I noticed, but I assure you, this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Sure, the description for it literally says it hides your alignment. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? No. You're much more relaxed during combat. Your battle cries are uninhibited. That sounds a bit suggestive. She blushes slightly and lowers her eyes. So you've noticed. To be honest, I find it embarrassing. You see, being a shaman means having spirits of battle as my ever-present companions. In the heat of combat, they become rather vocal. Anyways, as much as I enjoyed our delightful conversation, the spirits are calling me, and I must respond. Please excuse me. Camille turns away, watching you out of the corner of her eye. Wait, you're not gonna come with me? Bitch. Your speech tells me you your speech tells me you are of noble birth. Camellia laughs her practiced musical laugh as she watches you from under lowered lashes. Dude, I wanna know what's going on with this chick. She's like she's got a story for sure. You're most insightful, a fine quality to have. Oh, I forgot to turn on my stream manager thing. One second. I need to actually check to see if I can even hear myself. Do I have it? I need to actually check to see. Yep. Okay, we're good. Uh, okay. You're most insight. Okay, fine. Yeah. Still, I believe that being of noble birth does not give anyone the right to look down on others. Forgive me, my questions disturb you. I can resist such a noble and beautiful lady. I will stop bothering you immediately if talking to me upsets you. I'll do that. I'll do that one to start flirt with her. Not at all. Our conversation is quite exquisite delight. Camellia affords you a brief friendly smile and appreciation of your manners. You don't belong in my party. I'm not gonna say that. Can I? She just says the same thing. I won't keep you. The dawning smile of Camelia's face freezes and quickly dies away. Damn, something's going on with her. Porgus, you gonna give me the money? Oh, there's the money. There it is. Here, take this. Yes, it's 2,000 caparinos. Buckaroos. Take your payment and remember that Horgus Worm always keeps his word. I don't know about that. I was kind of afraid there for a minute. I thought he was gonna mob out with my money. You helped me you helped me get back to the surface, and I duly paid you for escorting me. Now, speaking of our future cooperation, Horgus looks at you with unvarnished disapproval, his arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. Uh, what do you mean? A job? I'll take a job. You're an adventurer, ready to sell your soul for booze, and then lie down drunk in the gutter. Would you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps noble of heart, but without a coin to your name. Okay. Horgiz sizes you up critically, then sighs and shrugs. You seem a reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves. So why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? Okay. Succeeded at perception check. Ooh, perception check. Got 13 experience. Horgus seems like one of those people who think the entire world owes him something. However, you hear notes of hysteria beneath his smug arrogance. It's as though he's really quite nervous, but is taking great pains to conceal it. Noble birth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I would ask you to refrain from such statements in the future. Sure. Horgus puts his hand down on his hips. Oh, really? How impudent. No one dares tell Horgus how to adjust the rabble. So, what does this job involve? Just tell me. You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabras. I still have, well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is Breath City. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside. One way or another, I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only, sorry, my alarm went off. Oh shit! I gotta take my meds super quick. Metaronis here. I have like one of those little med things where you like put your pill and like to remind you if you've taken it or not. Because if I sometimes I'll take it absent-mindedly, and then I'm like, did I take my medicine? And then it fucks me. Because if I don't take it, I'm fucked for tomorrow for work. And if I take twice the amount, then I'm fucked for work. Yeah, I've done that a few times. It's scary. Laying there thinking about if I took it or not. And then I got a message here. Somebody's asking me if this game is good. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's really fucking good so far. Okay, I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion down during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar knows what's happened there since. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. He wants me a bodyguard? The fuck? I already asked the local paladins for help, but they've no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Dude, fucking this guy has so much privilege, it's funny. Also, please do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She's of noble birth after all. Right. What kind of reward are we talking? 1,000 gold. Horgus replies without hesitation. Diplomacy 23. I'm guessing the number is a difficulty check. Double the reward. Don't think about it. Fuck it. Oh hells yeah, dude. We're fucking squeezing out this guy. If he's gonna like talk to me like a peasant and then use me as his bodyguard, I might as well get all the money I can out of him. Uh, succeed at diplomacy check. Several tense moments pass in silence. Then Horgus faces relaxes. Deal. All right, I'm down. Marvelous, most excellent. Horgus faces relaxes, smoothing a few of the tense lines. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you don't need to worry. I know the city like the back of my hand. But do hurry, unless you want me to lower your reward. Grimma's mansion has been revealed. Alright, so let's talk to Camilla and ask her to come with us. Miss Giant Camilla. Greetings. She doesn't even say anything right now. Maybe she automatically comes with us when we leave the tavern, but we'll leave in a few though. Oh, holy fuck, this guy's got a lot to say. A strange figure towers over the bar. A huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. His bald head is equals parts lumpy and pitted. Ew. And blood-filled eyes stare impassively out you from beneath his pale brows. The glass in his albino large, clumsy hands look dangerously delicate, as if one twitch of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What it'll be? Who are you? The albino slowly takes your measure with his red eyes, and finally, with a gentle sigh, says, Gemohawks, vampire. Oh yeah, there's like a vampire race in this game. Are you really a vampire? Gemlin gives you a long look of reproach, and then grudgingly answers, no. Alright, sure. How'd you end up in this Crusader city? How did anyone end up here? How did you, or them? The huge hand, the tavern keeper gestures at the ragtag group of assembled in the room. The world is big, but there still isn't a place for everyone. People who no longer have life anywhere else, they end up here. Lore religion check passed. The medallion you're wearing, that's a sacred symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric of Caden Aileen? 5 experience. I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best there's ever been, and I pray to the best cause there is. He's like avoiding all of my questions. Any news in the city? There are demons everywhere, and you showed up. All right, obvious. Are there any places in the city worth visiting? If you mean places like normal people usually stay wait, what? If you mean places that normal people usually stay well away from, then there are plenty, like the Pitaxian wine cellar. Pitax city. Pitax's origins lie with brigands from their neighbor to the north. Brevoy who sought sanctuary amid the forests of the River Kingdoms, a band of vicious thieves made a hideout in the riverside hamlet known as Pitax. As they visited there year after year, their ill-gotten gold slowly transformed Pitax into something considerably larger than a simple sleepy fishing village. Eventually, the bandits settled in Pitax, permanently building walls around the village, hiring sellswords to help defend against their enemies, and crowning themselves kings of newfound realm. With this, Pitax became a permanent fixture of the River Kingdoms, able to survive and thrive for nearly 4 centuries, while others around it withered and decayed. Okay. Gamil pauses for effect, like the name of a place alone should make you quiver in fear. Oh, we got a new place. Cool. It once belonged to a Pitaxian trading house. The king Irovidi came to power in Pitax, and property started changing hands. Soon after the seller's shop assistant was found in a ditch, not all of them, mind, just his head. Numerian was Numerian. Once a rising power poised to unite its neighbors under its banner, today Numeria has fallen into decay. Here, savagery and science exist side by side, amid the wreckage of a crashed starship from a distant techno- What the fuck? Holy shit. Hold on. Amid the wreckage of a crashed starship from a distant world, technomancers from across Galarian flock to research and exploit the technological wonders found within the otherworldly ruins. Whoa. So like an alien ship that just crashed? Meanwhile, tribes of primitive barbarians cling to age-old tradition and eschew technology in favor of their own raw skill and martial prowess. This is a nation where, under auspices of technological advancement and the betterment of civilizations, a select few rule a subjugated nation as despots and tyrants, placing their own power and continued reign above the well-being of their citizen. Dude, that was fucking cool. Okay. Numerian gangsters had taken possession of the place. They wanted to sell something stronger than wine on the street, and they ended up on the gallows. Then King Airavides' numbers was up, so now the store stands empty and unclaimed. People say that Headless Ghost wanders the place at night, moaning ghoulishly. Ooh. Alright, we unlocked the cellar. Great. I see you're not one for talking. Generally gives you a long, mournful looks and says nothing. Okay, finally, I can sell stuff. Alright, let's sell absolutely everything, because we don't need, like, most of the stuff. Sell, 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 sell. Ooh, too fast, too fast. Sell all that, sell this, and these two. We got any treasures or something? These are reagents. Reagents. More... Wait. Giant spider legs? This doesn't say what they're for, so we're gonna sell them. They don't have a description at all. This one we can sell. Looks like it just we can sell this and this. These are cooking ingredients. This magical substance is necessary to clean and safely consume any food in the corrupted wastelands. Interesting. It's like a cooking ingredient for the corruption thing. These we can sell. These are brewing reagents basically. We can sell a spoon, and that's it. We might have to put some stuff away. Oh, we can sell this. We might have to put some stuff away in our personal stash that we saw earlier. We can sell this. This we want. This one could sell. Yeah, it looks like that's it. Everything else is either a reagent or like a cooking ingredient or something. I'm gonna keep all the scrolls because we absolutely need everything we possibly can. We're using up so much stuff, dude. At least it gives us a purpose. I hate it when you're playing like normal mode and you just like hoard everything, including like consumables, and you just absolutely never use them. It's kind of lame. So that's why I wanted to go core mode also, because that's what I was doing on the Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I almost never used my consumables, and it made it kind of lame. Um, oh, he's got a lot of really good potions. Ooh, what is this? Gloves of Neophyte. Whenever the wearer of the spell casts cantrip or first level spells, I hope we get a mage soon. That spell deals one additional point of damage. That's not bad, but it's kind of expensive. Dark Veil, usable item. Charges: 1. Once per day you may use this item to grant your party total concealment against ranged attack for 1 minute. That's fucking expensive for lasting one round. I mean 1 minute. I don't know how long 1 minute is in turn-based. Dark Omen. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants them the ability to cast the following spells: Ray of Enfeeblement, Scare, Ray of Exhaustion, Fear, and Waves of Fatigue. To cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot of the required level. Wait, what? To cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot of the required level. I mean, I'm a spontaneous caster, but I'm a divine, and those don't seem like divine spells. I kind of want to try this out and see what it's like, but I don't even have enough money for it. At 13k, Jesus. Bag of holding, we want for sure. This motherfucker, we are getting this. Anytime we see a bag of holding, we're always getting it. A lot of really good stuff. A lot of you know what we should start getting as far as potions and consumables, but we'll think about it. Traveling. Oh, nice. He's got a bunch of first aid kits. Yeah, once we go out and start traveling, then we'll probably come back here and buy some potions and stuff. I think I have lockpicks. What's this? Spicy pastry? Is this a recipe? It is a recipe. It's 125 bucks. I'll take it. I wonder if I could give that book that gives you +1 of glaives or whatever, if I could give it to somebody else. Or does the entire party get affected by that? Okay, that's it. We got 8k now. 8k. How do I use this? Hold up. How do I use this? Copy recipe. Oh, there we go. Wait, does that mean I could use this? That's the reviving thing. When did I use the other one? Huh. Let's put this away, this glaive. Wait, I don't.
Stand ready.
Yeah, I found a new recipe, spicy pastries. Okay, that's fine. I get it. Let's go put the glaive away, I guess. Yeah, because we don't need it until we can find somebody that can actually use it. Because my weapon focus is on long swords, so I really want to find a caster, just any arcane caster. I don't care what type of caster they are. I just want one at least. We have 2 divine casters because Camila is kind of like a shamanism. It seems to be like divine casting. Has anyone else got anything around here? Noble survivor, citizen survivor. This guy is unique. A young man in well-worn traveling clothes and a simple wooden symbol of Aristil. Who's Aristil? Aristil, also known as Old Deadeye and the Stag God, is one of the oldest human gods still worshipped in the Inner Sea region and is concerned with a family, farming, hunting, and trade. During the Age of Creation, Aristil was among the gods who battled Rovagug when he sought to destroy Golarion, and who were eventually able to contain him in the dead vault at the planet's core. Oh, this is like one of the main things of this planet, right? Golarion's this planet, right. His religion dates back to before the Age of Darkness, when small farming communities and hunter-gatherers prayed to him for bountiful harvests and successful hunts. Legends claim that it was an old Deadeye himself who crafted the first bow and gifted it to humans to overcome the challenges of the world. Even as the accomplishments of civilization mount, Eris still continues to embrace and represent the simpler pleasures life has to offer. Alright, so okay, cool. That's neat. Alright, so a young man in well-worn traveling clothes and a simple wooden symbol of Aristil on his chest is efficiently cutting a linen robe into strips to use as bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves of wheat under his breath. Was a mouthful. He raises his warm chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of those crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talent lie off the battlefield. I'm Jernog. Jernog? That's an interesting name. Servant of Aristil, pleased to meet you. What are you doing? I only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power upon me as yet. I'm sorry to say that the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal. But there's a reason people say, have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but at least I can cut up some bandages. Yeah, at least he's doing something, so I'll give him props for that. Are you from around here? No, I was just passing through Canabras. I was sailing down the old man of yours, the Great Selin River, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city on the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself, but I ended up staying in the city longer than I bargained for. Ooh, yeah, bad time to visit. Chili Creek? Where's that? It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps, but the people do live there. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch, no one to give their dead a dignified burial. And the world wound is a stone's throw away, so I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my God and my people. Right, we read what world wound was yesterday. Okay. It's a wasteland. It's the place basically. Yeah, it's a rift to the abyss that opened in the material. The material plane is like basically where everyone is right now. Right. Okay. Did we discover a new place? Yeah, we discovered Chili Creek. Cool. Uh, once we've held Canabras, I'll be going there. If by time of the good gods we all survive this, You should come and visit me sometime. You'll find the village here, on the bank of the river. The priest marks Chili Creek on the map. Aren't you a young, inexperienced cleric, afraid to go to the border of the world wound? Ooh, a quest. I won't lie, I'm afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people. Every day of their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. It's exactly the kind of life I want. Something simple but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me, like elves do, I might have spared some 50 years or so to travel around the world, the young man says with a smile. Or maybe even 100, why not? Why not? But I don't have time to spare, so I want to spend my short life in the place where I'm needed the most, even if it's dangerous, especially if it's dangerous. I could use the help of a cleric. Oh, another fucking divine caster? I mean, he could be our designated healer slash buffer. Fuck, do I want three divine casters in my party? I mean, I'll take him for now. Jernag makes a helpless gesture. Eris still knows I'd be glad to help you, but it's no use. My spells are depleted, and I have no training in potions or scrolls. See this robe I'm cutting up for bandages? It's the second to last. Oh, he doesn't even want to come with us. May Eris still watch over you? What a jerk. Didn't even want to come party with us. Uh, let's finish looting everything around here and talking to everyone. Is this a person? Yeah, foreign autumn haze. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. He's pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. Raising his eyes to meet yours, he says faintly, I am Form Autumn Haze, at your service. His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no sign of pain or fear in his gray eyes. You need help? After giving you a cold, intense look, he shakes his head. Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. My local healer tended me. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them. Who are you? My name is Foreign Autumn Haze. Didn't he just say that? I've come here from Kyonin, the homeland of the elves raised on Galarian. Kyonin was almost completely evacuated by the elves just before the fall of the Starstone. They only recently, by elven standards, returned to Galarian to reclaim their ancient homeland and have become an isolationist, isolationist realm, allowing few non-elven visitors into their mist-shrouded capital, Ayadera. Okay? Because I'm a hunter, and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that, if you don't mind. We are strangers, and of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. Who wounded you? A sinner and accomplice to demons, the quarry I'm hunting in this inhospitable place. I am Lance. You can trust me. I might be able to help you. After a brief pause, Thorn says, it would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. Who is this query here in Mendev? I was hunting a fugitive, a Deskerite by the name of Kaelisa. Kaelisa, yeah. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras, and wounded her, and demons appeared and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. He expresses no anger or hatred as he speaks only compassionate sorrow. I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope things will turn out differently next time. He purses his lips. There's no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared when next we meet. I wish to aid you in your hunt. One covers his eye wearily. I thank you, but this is my mission, and I'm used to facing all manners of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kay Lisa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil and darkness, has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that it is warped. The the agate skin, the malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, and the bestial teeth. She's more monster than elf at this point. Ooh, Knowledge World 26. What does this Kalisa look like again? We failed. Whatever. Her skin is dark, her hair is prematurely white, her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which to my dismay I come to know from my experience. But bright light causes her kind. I used an alchemical powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as if I had stabbed her. So she's like um susceptible to like blindness and like flash attacks. I'd like to know more about you. I won't hold anything back. Not who I am, why I made my way here, or who it is that I'm pursuing. Okay. Tell me more about yourself. I need to go through all of these, so. Other peoples tend to believe that the identity in is the sum of a person's action and the events that happen to them. For them, I am one of the long line of warriors of Keonan. Did we read Keonan already? We did. Who since his youth has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustice. For them, I am a successful and capable huntsman who has tracked down and slayed a great many monsters. But I am a half elf. I am an elf. And for me, my identity has a different meaning. It is shaped by the place where I was born and that I love so deeply. I am shaped by what I find beautiful and by and what makes my heart quicken, by the fears that come to me in the dead of night, by the things I find so intolerable that at sight of them my very core darkens and fills with poison. Thus to tell you who I am, I would require many days and much candor, which is more than you and I have at our disposal. Why did you choose to be a hunter of evil? Because I'm the son of a noble and proud nation. We are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt our honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preemi- preeminence? Preeminence? Preeminence. Okay. Remind me who is the query that brought you to Mendev. I was hunting a fugitive, a Descarate. Okay, we already asked her that. Refresh my memory about Kaelisa. The miscreant unfortunately is the elven race and the blessed shave of Keonan. She wore herself to the faith. I think we already read this one too. Yeah, set out her criminal path in his name. Darkness rewarded her with great powers and repulsive disfigurement, so she could no longer hide her sins. Elisa fled here to be closer to her master, and I followed her. Okay, no more question. Okay, bye. God damn, he talked a lot. Okay, at least we got a quest from him, it seems like. I kind of wish I would have. Yeah, I thought I deleted these already. Why are they still here? There we go. Um, yeah, I kind of wish I would have passed that one check. Errands. There should be a way to get across the rifts that divides the city. According to Anivia, there's a convenient place across the market square. There should be a way to get across the rifts that divides the city. Okay. Companion quest. Friend in need is a friend indeed. How do you find someone in chaos that once was in Canabras? It's like finding a grain of sand in the sea, a spark in the bonfire, or a kind act in a demon lord, and still difficult doesn't always mean impossible. Find Jan and Aldori, Sela's friend. Oh, right. This is Sela's thing. We gotta help find Jana. The outcast, form a hunter, servant of evil, has reported that a dangerous cultist by the name of Kalisa. That's the guy we just talked to. Gray hair, dark skin, scarlet eyes. Got it. Alright, we'll do that one too. Coldwater, visit Journal and Chili Creek. This little fishing village on the bank of Sillen River has been without a priest for many years, but now Jarvanal, the young cleric of Aristil, is sailing to their salvation. Wait for the liberation of Canabras. So, and even invited the commander to visit him at his new home. So I guess we have to go talk to Journal once liberation of Canabras has been completed. This one, who knows when the demons will deal the final blow to the defender's heart. The next wave of attack could have unexpected consequences, and not only for crusaders barricaded in the tavern. Alright, so just be prepared, that's all it says. Gather allies. This is what we're doing right now. We're gonna go around and talk to people, get them on our team. This one, talk to Sutton. Find a storyteller, find a secret entrance, help the Crusaders attack. Okay. So we just gotta go find Stoughton again. Spies amongst our rank. Arabeth does not have the numbers to force the demons out of the tower. She prefers to confine her actions to scouting and information gathering. So we just gotta keep going on our main quest, it seems like, for this one. Oh, this is the guy that the bodyguard with that he's gonna pay us for, and we gotta take Camellia. And I think these are completed. Yeah, high completed. All right, let's keep going. Let's do actually a quick save. I just want to get the rest of my party so I can level them up all at once. Anivia, I just talked to you, didn't I? Oh my gosh, she's got more to say. Anivia is in her muted colors, blends almost perfectly in everything around her, tracking and filtering potential threats. The only tell is the way she drums her fingers on her hip near her weapon sheath. She knows no sign of her injuries and confidently leans on her previously broken leg. She pretends to have just noticed you, even though she watched you approach from afar. Oh hey, see that now I can run, jump, or dance a jig if I feel like it. Are there any suspicious places in the city that I should be paying attention to? There were a couple spots I wanted to check out, but I didn't have time. If there really is a den of cultists there, it would be good if you could swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. Anivia shoots you a crooked smile. A den of cultists. Okay. We found a new place. Cool. First one is the Silken Thread. It's a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric, but they always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something in there, alright, but sewing it ain't. Okay. Second one is the alchemy shop. Topa's Solutions. They trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the alchemical rituals going down in that place. Alright, tell me about yourself, I guess. She shrugs with a lazy smile. I'd be happy to, but there's kind of nothing to tell. What's so interesting about me? Where are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in by the wind and found a cabbage patch. She stopped short. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like babbling about my past, but you saved my skin, so I guess I kind of owe it to you for not clowning around, right? I'm from Nidal. Nidal? 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 Did we read this one? Nidal is one of the oldest surviving countries in Avestan, having been founded during the encountered years of the Age of Darkness. Even though it is now beholden at the neighboring infernal realm of Shaliax, it retains significant autonomy to pursue its own shadowy goals. Okay. And I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of that place, I'm sure, ruled by monsters that aren't alive nor dead, and the official religion is the cult of Zonkuthan. The deity Zonkuthon, also known as the Midnight Lord, the Dark Prince, and the Prince of Pain, god of darkness, envy, loss, and pain, possesses one of the most twisted and evil minds in the great beyond. His position as god of pain is well earned, and he has been root of countless tortures, murders, and worse throughout time, but was once a benevolent demigod named Dubral, but was corrupted when he traveled to the far dark places between his planes and returned in his current form. His half-sister, Shaylin, still holds out hope that she can redeem him, though the Lord of Shadows shows no signs of remorse or compassion. I grew up in a slum like a weed between cobblestones. I didn't have a dad, but I had lots of aunts and uncles, my mom's cronies. No prize for guessing that kind of business she was involved in. They gave me a set of lockpicks as soon as I could hold a spoon, and while other pigs were picking in their noses, I was picking pockets. When I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us, creepy guys with their mouths sewn shut, their guards in Nisraj. Mom gave me to her friends, and we hid in a secret temple of Desna. I never saw my mom again. Desna, also known as the Great Dreamer, Lady Luck, and Mother Moon, goddess of the dreams, luck, stars, and travelers, is among the most ancient of deities. While her peers burdened themselves with the task of creating Galarian, she spent her time building the heavens. She knew that there would be plenty of time for her and her followers to explore the many wonders of the world later. She has changed little since those early days, and she and her followers delight in exploring the world. Great. I lay low in the temple for the next few years, kept my head down. I washed floors, fetched water, listened to sermons. Funny thing, after a while I started liking Desna's teachings. But as soon as I was old enough, I was out of there. I left Nidal and got as far as I could. We just read Nidal, right? Yeah, we did. Quite a ragtag group you got in there, from nobles to street thieves. You got that right, haha. Only the best for you. What do you do if the knights and nobles fail to save the world? The lowlives are our only hope. How'd you meet Arabeth? Oh, right, because isn't this chick Arabeth's wife? Right, right. Okay. I was bumming around Timon, and a while back doing this and that. Desna's temple sometimes gave me odd jobs, you know. Sometimes they needed people with skills like mine. On the surface, it was fine, I guess. After Nadal, the freedom of River Kingdoms. I think I read this one already, like at the beginning. The River Kingdoms have long been a haven for inland pirates, anarchists, exiles, and anyone who cannot seem to make it more civilized nation. The kingdoms are by no means a unified nation, but rather a constantly shifting group of city-states and fiefdoms, each at war with others both to gain more power and prevent their own demise. The river kingdoms are located in the marshy lowlands of Selen River Basin, where its three branches combine into their journey south to the inner sea. There are few roads throughout the land, and the branching web of the Selen and its tributaries provide the primary means of transportation the, throughout and within the region. Okay. Uh, should have seemed like heaven, but my chance to sit back and enjoy life, but I wasn't happy. There wasn't any joy in my new life. I was all alone. No one cared about me, and I didn't care about anybody either. I struggled to find a person to drag myself out of bed every morning. Trying a stone around my neck and jumping into the nearest river started to look pretty appealing. One day I was hired to follow some fellas who the local authorities suspected were Razmiran spies. The realm known as Razmiran was once just another turbulent, violent river kingdom, the Archduchy Duchy of Melkat, where leadership changed as often as the years. This ended in 4661 when the land was conquered by Razmir, a tyrant claiming to be ascended of godhood. I was stupid, I made a rookie mistake, and they caught me. It's like my body had already decided to do what my mind had been fighting, to finally put me out of my misery, get someone else to kill me. Since I didn't have the guts to do it myself, they grabbed me. I thought they'd gut me on the spot, but instead they hog-tied me and dragged me off. And just like an animal going through the slaughter, my only thought was, let's get this over with. They brought me to their stinking cave, threw me on their altar, and I realized who it was. Heth- Hethetes, the deities Zonghuthon. Oh, this is another name for this is Zonkuthon. We just read this one earlier from Nadal. They tracked me down after all those years, unless this is an error. Does it say that this is another name for him? Not really. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. But I didn't care anymore. Wouldn't it even have cared if they eaten me or whatever? We all gotta go sometime, right? So I was laying there staring at those knives pointed at me when fate rolled the dice and I hit the jackpot. Erebeth, there she was, storming into the cave. We already know who Erebeth was, or is. Yeah, she's the commander. Picture it, I'm lying on an altar with all these knife-wielding maniacs around me, and suddenly Erebeth storms in, and I thought it was Iomade herself. Fierce in her shining armor with her gleaming sword raised, she made quick work of those scumbags, chopped them up just like that. I didn't even have time to blink. She untied me, and then Anivia's face lights up as she chuckles. She looked through the papers they had on the table, and she stared swearing like a sailor. So much for Iomade, ha 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 ha. How did you and Erebeth end up in Canabras? After almost becoming a human sacrifice, I knew I never wanted to leave Arabette's side. Desna knows I fell for her instantly, and I fell hard. My misery was gone, and when Arabeth showed me what was in those papers, proof that the cultists had a nest in her home city, well, I offered to help without a second thought. Okay, I read that weird. Anivius smiles warmly. She must have figured out I couldn't wait to get into my revenge on the cultists. I didn't give a damn about them. It was her. It was her. I'd go anywhere with her, even on a crusade or into the jaws of a dragon. I think we read this one. Mandavian Crusades, yeah. Okay. What's it like living with Arabeth? It's like living without. It's like living without her. I wouldn't be. Seriously, if I were alone, I'd definitely be gone by now. Sure, sometimes we argue, can't deny that. Sometimes we bang our fists on the table and yell so loud that the walls shake. But it's all about order business. But at home, well, I'll give you an example. I've kind of always wanted to move out of that broom closet we call a house and into somewhere cozier. It ain't like they take a vow of poverty at the Eagle Watch, but every month, somehow, most of our spare money is spent on Crusader business. Sure, I get mad about it, but Anivia makes a helpless gesture. It's part of why I love her so much. You know, Erebeth has that thing that matters most for a person, a purpose in life. She's always got a reason for whatever she's doing. Her whole life is a crusade, and I just drifted around like a leaf in the wind until Desna brought us together. Now she's the meaning of life. She really makes no difference if we live in a mansion or under a bush. Right, she's the Lady Luck. Okay. Thank you. What are your responsibilities in the Eagle Watch? Oh my god. Anivia smiles evasively. Nothing official. I'm not even a knight, you know. I just hang around. You sure you want to know the details? Not really. Catching traitors and spies and cultists is no walk in the park. It's a delicate job. You can't always do it all within the letter of the law. What if we surprise some suspicious blighter with an official search? Everyone will know about it before long, starting with their cronies. Then again, sneaking into people's houses at night ain't exactly legal. Crusaders can't be doing stuff like that, can they? Well, not exactly a knight. She trails off. I have to go. Jesus Christ. These guys talk so much. Gotta save since we just talked a bunch. Lan, you got some stuff to say? Who else is around here? There's Sela. There's Erebeth. There's a book. What's the book say? Honor Spinner of Nightmares. Is it long? Oh, it's kind of long. The Spinner of Nightmares seems kind of interesting. I'll take it for now. Maybe we'll read it later. There's Hilor. Is there anyone over here? Can't go upstairs. Here's a new person. This Sally Rapimus. And Kyoto. Noble Survivor. Okay. Let's just finish talking to everyone so we can hopefully... Pink Eye. So we can hopefully get our party together. I hope we get a mage. We gotta find a mage, dude. I just want to level everyone already. Alright, let's start with Sela. What's Sela got to say? Sela smiles at you warmly. Hey there, during that march to the dungeon, we never got the chance to exchange a proper greeting. It's high time I shake your hand. She's only just getting around to, like, introducing herself now. What the fuck? Alright, I'd like to know more about you, Sela. Of course, ask anything, I'll answer honestly. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I'm a little bit from Geb, a little bit from Katapesh, but mostly from the Knights of Iomade. I was accepted and began my training at 14. Jesus, 14. I belong to their ranks more than I belong to any other place. Great. You come to Mendev by a long road, haven't you? A very long one. Sela looks at you cheerfully. A traveler is expected to have amusing stories. Unfortunately, I have only 3 tales of any interest, and I'd like to save them for one of our next feasts. Otherwise, I won't have anything to show for myself when it's time to start bragging. And that just won't do, especially since I'll win the night with my cautionary tale of a battle with the chupacabras. A lawful. You can't tempt me with a story about fighting chupacabras and then not follow through. What are chupacabras, by the way? Incredible, repulsive, magical beasts. Fast and dangerous. They can, well, it looks like someone's fooled me into starting the tale. I guess now I'll have to tell the whole story. Oh, God. Picture a small town in Quadir. What is Quadir? Westernmost satrapy of Padishah, Empire of Kalesh. God, so many names. Kingdom with power, sprawling empire in its back. Dara's Kalef's doorway to the inner sea region is perhaps the most valuable piece of real estate in Galarian. Great. And down in the dungeon there's 2 murderers waiting to be executed. The gallows are already built for them. The rope's been bought, but sometimes life takes a surprising turn. Suddenly a paladin of Iomade appears in the doorway and offers the murderers a deal. If they go with her to fight some monsters, they'll live, but if they survive, that's it. There's a big difference between imminent death and probable death with a glimmer of hope, wouldn't you say? So here we are traveling through the desert, me and my friend, a priestess of Sarenrae. Did we read this one? No. Known to her faithful as the Dawnflower, the healing light, and the Everlight, Sarenrae is a goddess who teaches temperance and patience in all things. Compassion and peace are her greatest virtues, and if enemies of the faith can be redeemed, they should be. Worship of this goddess of healing, honesty, redemption, and the sun began far to the east of the inner sea, in the vast Padishah empire of Kalesh, where her worshippers can now be found throughout the world. Wait. Along with the little ratfolk fellow who asked me for our help and the two cutthroats, we get to the ratfolk village and see their bodies laying around, all drained dry. We figured we'd have to fight vampires. That's how the little ratfolk described the monsters who attacked their village. That's why we went into all brazen like. The sun was high and the vampires couldn't attack until dusk. But we never got the chance to look around. Black shadows, quick as the wind, attacked us from all sides. Not vampires, but chupacabras. One of the lads we pulled from the gallows got killed right away. The second one ran for his life. That left me, the rat folk, and Kira. That was the name of the priestess, and we all steeled ourselves for the fight of our lives. And just when we thought the end had come, with the chupacabras surrounding me like a pack of dogs around a bear, our ratfolk friend wounded and down, and the teeth of the quickest of those blasted monsters clenched on Kira's shoulder. Right then, when all hope was lost, the other lad from the gallows suddenly comes running back. He kills the beast, attacking Kira. I'm sure you know what a turning point in a fight looks like. Well, this was it. A moment before we were lost, and a moment later we had it back under control. The chupacabras dropped dead one by one. The little rat folk is reunited with his family, who are hiding in the basement. The priestess and I closed the eyes of the boy from the gallows who saved us. It was a shame he didn't survive the fight. May the gods keep his soul in its journey through the afterlife. God damn, that was a long story. That's a good story. He could have died in the disgrace on the gallows, but instead he died a hero. In that fancy, this stunt earned him some points in his final judgment. It's smart to remember a journey doesn't end in death. Had it not been for that mercy, Milos, that was his name, would be hanging from a noose, and me, Kira, and all the rat folk would be dead in that village. Someone told me that a kind deed done by an unkind person is 100 times more precious. By the same token, an evil done by a noble soul is 100 times more horrifying. That's what I really wanted to say. The chupacabras were just a good starting point. Okay, what made you become a paladin of Iomade? Sela's gaze sharpens momentarily. Then she sighs. That's a serious question and a good one. You should ask it of your companions. But it's a long story. To start with, 12 years ago, I was nothing like the person I am now. I roamed the streets of Solku with the other homeless orphans. I stole, I fought, I was hired sword for a bit. Not the proper origin for a paladin, is it? Back then, Solku was a city of orphans, widows, and widowers. Gnolls decimated the city regularly. My parents were among the victims. People there heard about new deaths before they'd finished mourning their precious losses. One day, a group of knights of Iomade brought a glimmer of hope to the city, but while others saw them as saviors and protectors, I was busy pricing up their noble horses and their gleaming mithril armor, wondering just how much of their pretty swords would fetch. Ha ha ha. A thief lives one day at a time, that's what they say. I was the type that never thought past the next job. Anyhow, I was able to sneak into the knight's camp and steal one of their mithril helms. Sela pauses her voice and sad and measured. And I was right there when a gnoll attacked the helm's owner, as Semi was her name, and dealt a blow to her unprotected head. A gnoll like all those others, she'd fearlessly driven from the gates of Solku. That one blow was fatal, but who was really to blame for her death? The gnoll attacker of the young thieves named wait, what? The gnoll attacker or the young thief named Sela? I know I know what it takes to survive sometimes. I can't judge you. You do a chaotic. Life is cruel and full of chaos. Sometimes survival just comes down on your luck. Lawful, even a seemingly small misdeed can have terrible consequences. I don't know what my alignment currently is. I think it's lawful and neutral. I kind of just want to go to like neutral, neutral. Life is cruel and full of chaos. Sometimes survival just comes down to luck. Let's do that one. So that's how you see it. Sela looks at you with curiosity but no hostility. I can't accept that point of view. If the story of my youth taught me anything, it's that we're all accountable for our action. It's too easy to wave off responsibilities if you use the cruelty of life as an excuse. Oh shit, she got pissed. She's the paladin, I guess. Uh-oh. But you were asking what brought me into the ranks of Iomede's warriors. We all choose the paladin's path for our own reason. Some are guided by nobility. God damn it, this is so sensitive. Nobility of spirit, some by a desire to fight injustice. I became who I am through the penance and debt unpaid. The day Asemi died protecting my city, I wanted to kill myself for the terrible guilt I felt. Oof. Then I realized it wouldn't make the world any better, and I decided that instead I'd try to take her place. I'd become who she had been and protect the innocence that she would no longer be able to protect. What are the principles that paladins of Iomade follow? Sela smiles. I'll tell you. I like to recite our code. It feels like I've said it 1,000 times, but it never gets old. There's strength in these words. After a pause, she begins, her voice slowly and meditative. I would learn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not my sword, but my strength is not in my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I have lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. I will have faith in the inheritor. I will channel her strength through my body. I will shine in her legion, and I will not tarnish her glory through base actions. I am the first into battle and the last to leave it. I will not be taken prisoner by free will. I will not surrender those under my command. I will never abandon a companion, though I will honor sacrifice freely given. That's pretty deep. I will guard the honor of my fellows, both thought and deed, and I will have faith in them. When in doubt, I may force my enemies to surrender, but I am responsible for their lives. I will never refuse a challenge from an equal. I will give honor to worthy enemies, and I contempt the rest. I will suffer death before I dishonor. I will be temperate in my actions and moderate in my behavior. I will strive to emulate Iomede's perfection. When Discari attacked Canabres, everything seemed to be lost, but the first person I met after the catastrophe was you, my sister in faith. I believe this is a sign that Iomade watches over us. Oh yeah, because I picked Iomade as my a deity, mainly because she had the longsword weapon focus thing. I hope that's true, although to be honest, our mentors used to warn us against being too eager to see messages from the goddess in every little thing. Being devout is all well and good, but you gotta rely on your own head. Alright, thanks. Oh my god, that was only the first one. Alright, we gotta keep going. Irabeth said your friend Jaina Aldori is missing. Do you know where we should look for her? Irabeth is worried about her fighters. I understand that. I wanted to look for Jaina myself, but I didn't distract you. So I didn't distract you. So since you're in on this too, I could use some help. Jaina and I met in Canabras a few days ago and just hit it off. We went drinking together. We went to that unforgettable celebration together too. But we got separated in the crowd. So we should start looking from the main square. Okay, so the main square, got it. That's where I last saw her. Sela frowns. Jaina's a good fighter, even if she's green. She couldn't have become an Aldori otherwise. I hope that means she's alright. Okay, next. What do you think of what's going on in Canabras? Ooh. It's complete chaos. It's lucky we're here to handle it, right? Sela smiles brightly, then she gives you a worried look. Does the way I talk bother you? I know I can seem blasé. What does blasé mean? I've heard it before, but I don't know what it means. Blasé meaning unimpressed or indifferent to something because one has experienced or seen it so often before. She has become quite blasé about the dangers. Oh, it's like, yeah, it's like indifferent. It's being kind of blah. Okay, interesting. Um, Many good people in our protector Terendelev died here in Canabres. A paladin of Iomade is expected to be properly respectful and solemn. But I prefer to face my troubles with a smile and a bit of common sense. Grief is a weapon they'll use against you. It can undermine a warrior's spirit. It's better to hold off on grief until we've driven the last demon and cultist from the city. So we could do a chaotic or I guess just neutral. Chaotic. If we want to win, we can't be mourning our deceased day and night. Plus, joy heals the soul. I kind of like that one. Lawful. There's a wisdom and traditions of mourning, and one should reject them. All the more so if inappropriate merriment could offend other mourners. Many people's loved ones perished in Canabras. I'm not bothered by how you talk. What matters is how you fight. Let's do a chaotic one. Uh, it's nice when you and your comrade think alike. Sela smiles softly. Oh, she liked that response. Okay. Is fighting demons all you want, or are you looking for something more? How about covering myself in glory and becoming the hero of 100 ballads? She sounded like all like proper and shit for being a paladin earlier, and now she's like, oh, I just want to kill shit. All right. Or at least a dozen, if they're lively ones. Sela's eyes shine cheerfully. Anyway, to be more serious, the area around the World Wound is the best place for a paladin who wishes to defend the weak and serve good. Being part of the crusade is reward enough for me, but there's something that worries me. I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing my brothers in arms, but the Eagle Watch and the other orders are focused on just one aim, the war against the World Wound. That's why they can sometimes overlook the smaller things, ordinary misfortunes, you know. I always liked being a wandering knight because any moment I could get up and go help a poor rat folk whose family has been kidnapped, or an old woman whose favorite dog has gone missing. So here's my answer. I don't have some big, important goal, but I'll be happy to help those who need it, a little bit here and there. I mean, that's kind of nice. I think we should go our separate ways. You better... No, 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 no. You're staying with me. Uh, he's the Crusader. Holy fuck, dude. We're doing so much talking here. I'm sorry if this part seems boring, but I'm trying to do absolutely
Let
everything,
us
and
not
if these leads
hesitate.
to quest, which leads to experience, then we just gotta get through it. I mean, and it's kind of interesting. They do have some interesting stories, so I don't mind it. It's part of the game. I'm not in a rush, though. All right, let's start with Erebeth here. Erebeth rubs her red and tired eyes. Any success? How's the city? What's our main objective? You heard about what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the ward stone and blow up the whole barrier around the ward stone. Right, so that demon lady from yesterday was like turning the ward stones into basically nukes, is what I understand, like literally. Like she's gonna like, blow them up. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that, no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the abyss. These warden stones, what are they? They are our greatest treasure, the shield given to us by Iomede herself and placed in Canabras and other Mendevian cities and fortresses by her herald. The chain of wardstones forms a protective barrier that stops the expansion of the world wound and keeps the demons from moving beyond its borders. I shudder to think what will happen if that barrier falls. Allow me to ask a few personal questions. Great. Frowning a little, Arabeth nods. Please, but I must warn you, there are some things I don't have the right to discuss. Where are you from? I was born in Canabras. I grew up on a farm just outside it. But my way back home lay at the end of long, winding road. It took me years of traveling through foreign lands before I came to be where I've always belonged. How'd you become a paladin? A bitter smile appears on the half-orc's face. I don't much like to remember it. Believe it or not, the story of how I became a paladin is also the story of how I failed to become a knight. Ooh, she sounds troubled. My parents were crusaders. May their souls stand together in Iomede's celestial army. When I was born, they retired from the war and started preparing me to continue their legacy. But my father was an orc. You'd be pressed to find a calmer, wiser, and more pious servant of the goddess than he. But still, all his life he was dogged by the sideways looks and whispers. Um, because like he was an orc, right? When I grew older and it was time for me to serve, I decided anywhere but Canabres. That was where my father had served loyally, and his only reward had been injustice. Injustice. Besides, the witch hunters led by the honorable prelate Pulrune stalked. Moon Rune. I think we read this one. Why stalked? Oh, the witch hunts. I think we read this one too. The city with heavy hand. Who knows what they'd have done? A strange girl with green skin. Instead, I went to a smirk that looks more like a painful grimace crosses her face. You can laugh if you want, but I was young and foolish. I chose Last Wall of all places. You can imagine how well I was accepted in a country that's been battling the orcs of Belgzen since its foundation. While orcs can be found throughout Golarion, nowhere else are they plentiful or lie or live in as densely populated settlement as the hold of Belgzen. Belgzen is an unforgiving wasteland filled with shrub brush, steep mountains, and uneven badlands where water is scarce and generally limited for the seasonal flood road. Uh, there were many there like me, but we were all treated as second-class citizens. To the locals, my green skin was worse than leper scabs. Even my brothers in faith kept their distance. I took my vows, and the goddess granted me the powers of paladin. But even then, not a single order would accept me into their ranks. I spent another 6 months knocking on doors before I realized a simple truth. I serve Iomedae, not these people. I don't have to prostrate myself before them, so I left as a paladin, but not a knight. You must stick out like a sore thumb no matter where you go, right? I know many people envy Asimar's. She's commenting on the fact that I'm an Asimar. Okay, but most of the ones I've known found their celestial heritage a burden. I find it hard to imagine what unasked for adoration must be like, but I'm sure it doesn't make life any easier or any more pleasant. How'd you how'd you come to join a knightly order? I left Last Wall and went traveling. The goddess guided me, and my path led me to where atrocities were happening. I often fought in exchange for gold, but never were the aims. Of course, I wandered the River Kingdom for a few years, killing monsters and